What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Swanky Disc Golf. Today we are counting down the top 5 most underrated discs according to you guys, the subscribers. So let's jump into it, starting with number 5. At number 5, we have actually the only disc on the list that I have never heard of, and that disc is the Alpha Discs Cosmic. So after doing a little research, it actually seems like a really cool disc. It only got 3% of the vote, but it did get a few comments, like just enough to edge it out over some other discs and make it to the poll. For those of you who don't know, we do community posts here is how we sort of run these polls, so be sure to subscribe to be a part of those. But yeah, the numbers on it are 8602, and from my understanding, it comes in 2 different plastics, chrome and crystal, which, as you can imagine, you have your premium opaque plastic and then your premium clear plastic, so kind of Star and Champion-esque. I've never picked one up, but after watching a video that Alpha Discs put out testing the disc, it looks like it has a really good flight. They're using what I assume is the chrome plastic. It looks kind of grippy, kind of gummy, looks like it would be really comfortable, and it has this really nice straight flight with an overstable finish. 8602 sound like amazing numbers. Probably kind of similar to the Pipeline, but with that 6 glide. I would definitely recommend trying this out. I'll probably go pick one up myself just to try it, because it looks like a sweet disc. And now coming in at number 4 with 14% of the vote, we have the Westside Discs Anvil. The Anvil is one that I have heard of. I've never actually picked one up though. It is a 4204, so an overstable approach disc. They define it as a mid-range. Looks like it's going to be a slightly more overstable zone, slightly less glidey, which is what a lot of people are looking for now. It'll be a great forehand approach disc, and on backhands, it's just going to be extremely reliable. It's going to go exactly where you want it to go. This again looks like one I'm going to have to pick up and try out, so I recommend you guys do it as well. Now, of course, there are so many discs out there, so I want you guys to be sure to comment down below what you think the most underrated disc is in the comments below so we can go check them out. And if you're new to Swanky Disc Golf and none of these discs are doing it for you, be sure to go and check those comments, because we have a lot of good discussion going on down there. Coming in at number 3 with 20% of the vote, we have the Castaplast Falk. If you're a big Castaplast thrower, you already know and love this disc, and you might be saying, this is not an underrated disc, everyone loves this disc already. But Castaplast is still growing. It's growing rapidly, but it is still technically one of the smaller companies out there. I personally run into a lot of people who have never heard of this disc, which is a shame. It is absolutely my favorite disc out of the Castaplast lineup. The numbers are 9, 6, -2, 1. It comes in a few different plastics. This one specifically is K1. I got this recently, and it is by far the most overstable Falk I've ever seen in my life. So generally, a Falk is pretty understable. It's a great hyzer flip to flat disc. If you have a little bit more power, you get that nice right turn, and then it'll fade back. It's an awesome disc, and of course, the big thing with Castaplast is their plastic. They have some of the best plastic. I mean, you can ask anyone around who has touched it. If they're being unbiased, they will tell you Castaplast is some of the best plastic in the world. There's never flashing. It's always smooth. So it's a great flippy fairway driver, but because of the 9 speed and the 6 glide, if you're an amateur disc golfer, you're gonna get pretty much as much distance out of this as you can any other disc. And it might be one that you'll be able to get a full flight out of. So yeah, we love the Falk. I think if you're, like I said, if you're a Castaplast thrower, this is no surprise to you. But to a lot of people out there, check out the Falk. All right, getting down to the wire, we're now on number 2. This one actually was so close. There was a tie at the top. The top 2 discs both got 32% of the vote. So we took it to a tiebreaker poll that we posted on our Instagram. For those of you who don't know, we post a lot over on our Instagram at Swanky Disc Golf, if you want to check that out. But the tiebreaker poll was super close also, but it just edged out this disc. Coming in at number 2, we have the Discraft Heat. Something I found interesting about this list is that the top 3 discs, as you'll find out in just a second, all have kind of similar characteristics. This is also a 9 speed, a 6 glide, but -3 and 1 on the turn and fade. So this one's gonna be a good bit more understable than the Falk. And this is another one where if you're a big Discraft thrower, you know all about the Heat, you know it's a great disc, and you're saying, why is this on the underrated list? But I think the reason a lot of people were commenting it and voting for it was because they know that it's overshadowed by so many other discs in the Discraft lineup. For a Discraft disc, this is one of the lesser known fairways. You do see them come out in special plastics sometimes. They get attention like on the Ledgestone drops. But for the most part, you won't see a ton of people who aren't big Discraft fans bagging this disc. Like I said, it's a flippy fairway, but because it's that 9 speed, kind of similar to the Falk, it really acts as a control driver. If you can get it up to the speed that it needs to be thrown, you'll be able to see all of its flight characteristics, but you can also come off of it a little bit when you're throwing it and just control it really well. If you're getting that angle control, you can turn it all the way over and get it to hold a right turn. You can use it as a roller disc. You can also hyzer flip it to flat, in which case it'll probably come back just a little bit at the end, depending on the plastic you get it in. This heat is brand new and it's in a premium plastic. I actually don't even know, I assume it's just ESP. But it's a little bit more stable than some of the other heats I threw. But yeah, guys, that's the Discraft Heat coming in at number 2 on the list by literally a tiebreaker vote. And now, just before we jump into number 1, guys, I have the biggest Swanky disc golf giveaway announcement of all time. Some of you might know that last year we did what we called Discmas. We posted a video for 25 days every day leading up to Christmas. Well, I'm happy to tell you that Discmas is back. And to celebrate Discmas this year, on top of when we hit 20K subscribers, we're giving away a Cloud Breaker, a Full Tilt, a Caxi, and I'll be doing a PDGA sanctioned tournament using only one disc that you guys get to vote on. On top of that, for Discmas this year, we are giving away a Simon Lizotte Grip AX5. I'd prefer to not give it away, but we are. Not only that, but hold on. We are also going to fill that bag with 25 discs. That's right, courtesy of Disc Golf Deals USA. Every single day of Discmas, we are going to add a disc to the bag. So you can be sure to watch. You can be sure to watch every day to see what new disc goes in the bag. Last year, you guys absolutely destroyed the sub goal that we set. So this year, we are stepping it up. We're going to give away the grip bag and the 25 discs if we hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Is this goal absolutely ridiculous? Yes. Is this goal even possible? Yes. Yes? Yes, yes. No, it is. It technically, 70% of people who regularly watch our videos forget to hit the subscribe button. So be sure to give us a head start on the Discmas giveaway and sub goal by hitting the subscribe button now. And I know what some of you are thinking. What happens if we don't hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, Luke? Well, then I keep the bag and I fill it with the ashes of 1,000 bergs. So yeah, really no pressure or anything. But anyways, let's jump into number 1. The number 1 best underrated disc out there, according to you guys, the subscribers, is the Axiom Insanity. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that I had this disc. I got it a while ago, I never threw it, so I went out and threw it, and I actually absolutely love it, and will probably be bagging it now. Numbers on it are 9.5, -1, 1.5, because it's Axiom MVP and they like decimals. But it really does fly just so controllably. This is one that it's pretty flippy if you get it up to speed, if you get it at the right power. You can throw it on hyzer, it's gonna flip all the way over and just turn to the right. This disc feels amazing. This is in the Proton plastic. I'm liking it a lot. It is probably a little bit more understable than some other plastics, but guys, Axiom Insanity. And this is another one where if you're like a big Axiom MVP person, you're like, I love this disc. Everybody knows about this disc. A lot of people don't know about this disc, and they should, which is why it's the best underrated disc out there. So yeah, guys, that's the list. Let us know what you think below. What did we miss? Which one of these discs was your favorite? We love talking with you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to help us get a head start on our goal, and we will see you in the next one. Stay swanky.